Hey guys, and welcome one and all to episode 9 of Telecast PH, the Telework PH Outsourcing Podcast, a podcast dedicated to the benefits of outsourcing, positive mindset, business advice, and the many ways that outsourcing some of the non-core aspects of your business can help you scale up quicker, and at the same time, you'll be helping our mission to make an impact on poverty in the rural areas of the Philippines. I'm BizDev Jeff, your host. Thank you for joining, and a sincere thank you to all who've been listening and who have subscribed to the podcast and the YouTube channel and who have been following my content on LinkedIn. If you want to find out more about Telework PH and what we're all about and what we do and how we can help your business scale up, go ahead and hop on over to www.teleworkph.com or catch me on LinkedIn. Just search BizDev Jeff Thompson or the hashtag BizDevJeff. Right, so moving on. Today we're talking about getting on the customer's level, and we're talking about in the customer support or customer service forum. Now, those of us who've worked the support lines know that feeling when we hear the phone ring, that uncertainty of who or what's going to be on the other end. The fact is, when customers are calling support, they are most likely already a bit frustrated, just like when you go to a restaurant, you go because you're already hungry. Customers call support because they're already upset, they're already frustrated, they already have an issue. Now, of course, some are more frustrated and upset than others. And if you're working in a busy support center, you'll have to deal with hundreds of different personalities every week. Now, anyone in sales worth their salt knows that it's extremely important to make a connection with the prospect or lead. Without that connection, there may not be a sale. The same can be said for giving excellent customer support or service. A connection is necessary in order to diffuse already tense situations. But how? Well, just like I said, getting on their level. So first of all, no one likes being talked down to. And this is especially true when it comes to customers calling the support line. But on the converse of that, not too many people, yours truly included, like to be talked up to. And when I say up to, I mean like with an overabundance of salutations and formalities like sir and ma'am, like it's, Victorian England. Being overly nice, robotic, and too accommodating. It can come off sounding fake or even worse, patronizing. So the goal here is to get on the customer's level, not be above them, not be below them. Now, this can be done and you can still give respect at the same time. Speak to the customer as if you were stopping on the side of the road to help them fix a tire. Just, talk to them, be conversational, and use common everyday words. Stay away from jargon. Industry jargon, the words and terms that they're not going to understand. Now, here's a quick example of what I'm talking about. Hello, customer. Kindly enter your password into the area provided, then hit the enter key. Please inform me when you have completed this. Thank you. Now, that doesn't sound horrible. It's nice. It's pleasant. But doesn't this sound better? Hey, customer, do you see that area there for the password? Great. Can you go ahead and fill that in and then just hit the enter key and let me know when you're done? Thanks. Now, see there, I wasn't overly nice, but I also, I wasn't talking down to them. It's just right there on their level, just like I'm talking to them, like I would talk to somebody, one of my neighbors or somebody at the bar or something like that. Now, another thing to steer clear of, besides being overly accommodating and overly nice, is being overly cheerful. Especially when you're answering the phone. If someone's already in a pissed off mood because of the frustration, it may make them even more so. The key is to answer swiftly, then actively listen to the tone of their voice. Are they angry? Are they frustrated? Are they lost? Quickly assessing these few questions can help the support call go a lot smoother. Now, the same protocol can go for emails and chats. Stay away from using smileys or emojis or too many exclamation points, or any at all for that matter. I don't really like to use them. One thing that I'm always talking about is respond, don't react. And that's something that we teach here at Telework PH, is once the support agent has quickly identified the mood of the customer calling, the most important thing is to respond, but never, ever react. This, of course, is sometimes easier said than done. Now, what's the difference? Responding can solve problems. It takes restraint, but it's looking for a solution. It's actively listening, responding to what the customer is saying. Now, reacting, think about a nuclear reacting. It's just that it can be explosive and damaging, especially in cases when you get an overly exercised or angry customer. They may be letting loose and dumping all of their frustrations out on the support agent. Now, agreeably, this isn't right. However, not every customer is going to have an overwhelming sense of self-control. I always like to tell our agents, they're not angry and yelling at you. They are angry and yelling at the situation. You just happen to be in the way. Another thing you may have heard of in customer support and making that connection is called mirroring. This is when the agent copies the tone and language of the customer. Now, apparently, this is supposed to create that connection. I was never a big fan of it when it came to support, to be quite honest. What if the customer's angry and using foul language? Which, yes, some do. So mirroring will do no good. I'm a huge fan of just active listening, responding, and just being conversational. Now, there's quite a bit of psychology that goes into giving great customer support. It's not always easy. That's why we put a lot of investment into our training department here at Telework PH. It goes beyond just product or technical knowledge. There are many other important elements as well, like developing soft skills and EQ or emotional intelligence. And we have a top-notch training department who has torn apart every nook, cranny, and element of excellent customer service. And one of the main things they focus on when it comes to dealing with customers in a support setting is making that connection with the customer and getting on their level. And that will wrap it up for this episode of Telecast PH. Thank you for listening. And if you want to find out more about Telework PH and what we do and what we're all about, you can hop on over to www.teleworkph.com, or you can hit me up on LinkedIn. Just search BizDev Jeff Thompson or the hashtag BizDevJeff. Be safe, everybody. BizDev Jeff, signing off.